All right, my name is Will Flynn, full stack digital marketer here in the Seattle area. 8 years of experience working with all different types of companies, helping with their SEO, helping with their paid ads, helping with content, and their overall digital marketing presence. Okay, so this is what I call a full stack audit for Skyline Heating and Cooling, and let's just jump right into it. All right, so we're gonna start with their Google business profile, like always. Then we're going to move into their website. Then we're going to check their social media. Then we're going to check to see if they're running any ads on Facebook and Google, and see if they're following the ADA model for best practices. All right, let's go. Okay, so jumping into their Google business profile. Let's just, first thing, check is their pictures. Are their pictures up to date? Are they posting on a regular basis? It looks like they just posted one picture in October. Looks like an after of this is like a furnace that they installed, it looks like. Looks very clean. It's good to have your before and after. They're so effective. Okay, especially for a lot of these installations, what you guys are doing is replacing old systems that look horrible, and you're replacing with brand new systems that look mint. So you want to get those before and afters, even if it's just shot with the iPhone. It's actually ideal if you shoot it with an iPhone, because then it geotags the picture automatically. Okay, so now there's some consensus in the SEO world about geotagging, but either way, take it with your iPhone, befores and afters. Very, very effective. Every single job you do, trust me. Okay. You want to post on your Google business profile as regularly as possible. Think of it like a living entity. Okay. If Google sees you're posting, then they see that you're up to date. They see that you're active. It does have an impact on rankings. All right. So looking at your categories, let's see. Let's go over here. Your categories aren't showing up for some reason. Let's pull them up. So I'm using a Google Chrome extension called GMB Everywhere. You can download it for free. It'll show you all your categories, and it'll show you all your competitors' categories as well. So as you can see, you're only in the HVAC contractor category. You definitely want to get into as many categories as possible. As you can see right here, Bob's Heating and Air Conditioning, heating contractor, air conditioning repair service, air duct cleaning service, furnace repair, HVAC contractor. So the more categories you show up, you increase your visibility. Okay, keep that in mind. Now let's check your reviews. You want to be responding to every single review. You have a 5.0 rating, 38 reviews, absolutely fantastic. But it looks like you're not responding to any reviews. You want to respond to reviews. The AIs will check that, and they will see if you are responding. Okay? It's very important to engage with your good reviews, man. You got so many. All right? So, and we can also hook up a ChatGPT bot. We can have it automatically answer every single review, and we can have it trained on all your services, and it will answer every review, both good and bad, exactly how you want it. Okay, so that's something we can definitely do. Another thing we can do is do a customer what I call a customer reactivation campaign, where essentially we just send out text messages to every past customer you've ever done work for, and you just ask for a simple review. Okay, it links directly to your Google business profile, and that's a way to get reviews quickly on autopilot. All right. Another thing I like to do is put a QR code in the back of your business card, essentially going to a page that says, hey, did you have a good or bad experience? If you had a bad experience, then it emails you directly. So you get that conversation off of Google before it gets to Google. And if they have a good review, then it goes straight to your Google business profile. And then it also instructs them to say, hey, include the location and service where we perform the job, and put that in the review. Okay, this is great for local SEO. Trust me. All right, these are just simple tactics that we can implement, all right, to really boost your local rankings. Okay, further down, check that. Hours of operation looks like you're open 24 hours. That's really good. That's really good if you actually have someone that can answer the phone. If you don't have someone that can answer the phone 24 hours, then we can also set up an AI receptionist that can answer phones after hours. It can also connect to any CRM, so it can actually see your schedule and schedule. It can vet each lead based on its urgency. Okay, it can categorize them, and then it will notify you. It can transfer a call to you, or it can notify you right away if it is urgent. And if it's not, then it can schedule for your for when you are actually working during the day. Okay, so that's another thing we can implement. Now let's go into your website. Okay, so website looks decent, nice photos, real trucks. I definitely, one call to action right here. I do like to see a lead form up here. Do you have a phone number? Let's see. Does it follow you? Yes, it does. That's really good. Nice pictures. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Now let's go into here, read more. Okay, nice. All right, let's go back. Now let's check the overall structure. Let's see, title tags. You don't have a meta description right here. Not vital. Google will fill this in, but it's always best practices to have your description in there as well. Word count, 272 words. You definitely want to get that word count up to at least 1,000, especially on your homepage. Okay, very, very good for on-page SEO. You have 3 H1s. Okay, definitely not following SEO best practice for sure. Okay, you only want to have one H1, and then the rest of these can be H2s and H3s. All right, let's see here. Looks like you're targeting heating, cooling, repairs, maintenance services. Okay, you want to have your main keyword that you're targeting in your title tag and in your H1 tag. It's the first thing that Google sees, and it's the first thing that AI sees. Okay, so furnace, air conditioning, fireplace, hot water heater, heat pumps is jam-packed full of your keywords, which is good. Your title tag can be very long. I mean, as you can see right here, it says 103 characters is too long, but we've been testing this, and actually you can have a super long title tag jam-packed with keywords, and it will actually rank better than something that's 70 characters. So yeah, I definitely want to jam-pack everything in that title tag. Also your H1 tag, your main keyword, your main service that you're targeting, maybe your main 2 services and location in your H1. We want to put that in there. Links, let's see, internal links, 22. That's decent depending on how many pages you have. External links, this is what I'm worried about right here. All your external links are just phone numbers, and then you have this marketing agency threw that in there too. That's kind of, not the best. That's not best practices at all. You marketing agents who do that, it's kind of sleazy, but it is what it is. Anyway, we want to have some more external links, man. You got to have solid backlinks, solid citations. Your Better Business Bureau is very powerful. Your local chamber of commerce, join King County, Snohomish County, very, very powerful. Those are super high quality backlinks. Okay. And then we want to get some good citations in here as well. That's something that I will do day one if you decide to work with me, for sure. Images without alt tag. Got to have those alt tags in there. The crawlers, Google does not know what this image is unless you have alt tags. All right. AIs do not know what this image is unless you have alt tags. Schema. Now, this is very controversial as well within the SEO community. People are debating whether or not schema is necessary, but for local rankings, there are specific schema that is very, very necessary. Okay. The services you provide, the type of business you are, your hours of operation, your FAQ. All right. These are very, very important. You want to have your FAQ on your homepage, and then you want to have a schema FAQ as well. Okay. And it looks like you have a header schema, web page schema, web page, image object schema. Yeah, these are all just these are all just wasted. Yeah, this is nonsense right here. We gotta definitely do a full schema overhaul as well. Okay, and that's how you can show up better. That's one of the first things. Schema is like a label on a package. It's kind of the first thing that crawlers will read and AIs will read to understand what is actually on your website. All right, it's kind of a quick way for them to skim it. Now, sometimes they will do a deeper dive, which is why there's a debate. Okay, but we've been testing this in hours of operations for sure. You type of services, the type of company you are, services in FAQ. Trust me, those work. So you have your social, you have your Facebook and Twitter. We definitely want to have you sign up for every single social platform with backlinks pointed back to your homepage. Okay, even if you're not active on every single platform, we want to have those links. All right. So that concludes that. That's just an on-page technical SEO audit. For your services, you want to have for every single location that you want, for every single service area that you want to show up in, you got to have your service you provide plus a location page. Okay, but not only just having just a generic page up, you got to have real pictures, real authentic pictures of services that you did in that location on that page. Okay, and the more in depth you get on that page, as far as like mentioning the neighborhoods, local streets, you want to really position yourself as an expert in that area. Okay, and then you can use AI to write a lot of this too. And there's specific techniques that you can use in order to sound more human, I guess you could say. So you don't get dinged by Google. Service areas. Let's click on your service areas. Do you have any pages? See, none of these are pages. So there's no point in having a service area page like a hub like this if there's no internal links. This is kind of a what they call like an orphan page where this is not linking to anything other than your contact page. This should be linking. This would be a hub page linking to all these pages. You should have, for example, gas fireplace maintenance Seattle, hot water heater maintenance Seattle, furnace maintenance Seattle. These are all be pages built out, and this is something we can also do month by month. You don't want to build out all these pages all at one time. You want to drip feed it over time. Okay, so that's something I will also do if you decide to work with me. All right. Okay. Active. Very nice. So you got a Loom video up here. Looks like you guys just posted that. Regular maintenance. You guys just posted that. Okay. Book your maintenance service today. That's decent. You definitely want to have, I mean, this is kind of like super generic. You want to, whenever you're making social media posts or ads, you want to follow the AIDA model: attention, interest, desire, action. Okay. This does not get my attention or my interest. You have to, people are very price motivated, especially with home service businesses. You want to have your discounts. You want to have any fall, winter promotions you're running, financing options. This is what gets people's attention. Okay. Not this. Book your maintenance service now. Like, everyone does that. Like, you're not standing out. Okay. Let's see. What do you think? Okay. That's decent. Asking a question for engagement, but this picture is like what? Okay. Local sports. This is good. Happy Halloween. Yeah, see, again, this is not catching my attention or interest at all. Okay. Let's see all your photos. Let's see, you got some reviews in here. That's very nice. Okay. Definitely want to highlight your good reviews for sure. And then this just froze. What's going on? Go back over here. There we go. Your reviews. Very nice. See, this is good. This is good right here. I like that. Posting all your good reviews on social media. Very nice. Always open. This is good if you're actually always open. Google will, they're starting to crack down on businesses who say they're always open and actually aren't always open. And a way that we can get around this now is with after hours AI receptionists. Okay. They do recommend that. So that you always, if it can actually schedule calls, it can, which we can do. We can connect it to any CRM. If it can actually schedule your technicians, then that will be considered after hours, a true after hours receptionist. Okay. Not some just regular voicemail system. All right. That does not work. So So yeah, and then let's go over to Facebook ads library. And let's see if you guys are running any ads. Skyline. What's it? Heating and cooling? Heating and cooling. Boom. Looks like you guys are. Looks like you guys have one active ad. Launched in 2021. You guys are still running this ad. Interesting. Usually when people run ads for this long, they're very effective. Professional heating and cooling services for Puget Sound. Heating system maintenance and repair installation. I'd be curious to know how this is actually performing. Because I would definitely rewrite this ad copy for sure. And this image is, I would change out that image for sure. Something that more realistic, some technicians, team photos, real photos of jobs, real photos of your vans. This is kind of like interesting. Anyway, so yeah, that's my advice for that. But since it's been running since 2021, I mean, I assume, I don't know if you guys just set it and forget it type of thing, or 562 people like this in the last 4 years. So that's not very good. So yeah, we would definitely want to overhaul that ad if you want to continue running it. So let's check out your Google ads. Let's see if you're running any Google ads. Just woke up. Gotta drink my coffee. All right. So looks like you're not running any Google ads. All right. Okay. So I'm guessing primarily your main source of lead flow is either your website, your Facebook page, or local rankings. I doubt it's your local rankings, or you guys might be buying leads through like an Angie's List or jobber type situation. If you're not running any Google ads and you're running that one Facebook ads, it's hard for me to believe you're getting any lead flow from that. But I also ran your these are your local rankings. Okay, this is for gas fireplace repair. So when someone types in on Google gas fireplace repair, this is how you show up. You're right here in the middle. Okay, so you're showing up. You're not even showing up on the first page. 20, you're in 20 plus position, right? So that means that you're nowhere near the first page. Probably even nowhere near the second page as well. Looks like Ballard Natural Gas and Heating, located right here. This is how they're showing up. They're showing up number one, right on top of you and all around you. Number two, number three. If you're not in the top three, you're invisible. All right, so they're just killing it all over here, and they're located over here. But the Ballard is interesting. They might have a satellite location over here and using that as a over here in Linwood, and using that as a second Google business profile, which is a tactic that I recommend using as well, because obviously you can see it works. Being their name being Ballard Natural Gas, I assume they have a location in Ballard, so they just want to rank up here, and they're taking everyone's lunch. So whoever's doing their marketing is doing a good job. Hearthside and Home, they're located over here where the red dot is. They're number two, number three, right on top of you. So they're taking everyone's lunch. Obviously, they're number one over here, which makes sense because they're located right here. You are located right here, and you're still ranking nowhere near the first page. Okay, doing these simple tweaks to your Google business profile and your website will increase your local rankings and shoot you up here. And there's also some creative tactics I like to use, which we will discuss in person, that will also get you there a lot quicker. Okay, without hurting your rankings, of course. Okay, I use all white hat, gray hat techniques. I stick away from the black hat stuff because it'll hurt you more than it'll help you. So you got Precision Energy. They are located nowhere on this map, but they're still ranking on top of you. Okay. Kirkland Fireplace. Looks like they might be located over here. Number one. Okay, number 7 on top of you. It doesn't really matter. But these guys right here, Ballard Natural Gas and Hearthside Home, and even Precision Energy, they're kind of taking everyone's lunch for this specific keyword, gas fireplace repair. Now, I also ran a report on, let's see, furnace repair near me. All right, this is a big one, especially now. Furnace repair near me. You're ranking number 14 right on top of you. And you have 148 competitors in your area. 148. HVAC is super competitive. You have Cascadia Comfort taking everyone's lunch. They're 1, 2, 3. They're ranking number 1 right on top of you. And they're all over here. So anyone who searches in this area, they're taking all those leads. Okay, CM Heating, they're a big one. Obviously, they're not doing too good right on top of you, but they're taking everyone's lunch over here. Let's see, King's Heating. They're doing pretty well over here. They suck over here. Okay, and then let's go to this furnace repair near me. And let's go to emergency furnace repair. This is another big one. And you have 120 competitors trying to rank for this keyword. You got Day and Night Plumbing located right here, taking everyone's lunch. All right. Cascadia Comfort. Okay, 1, 2, 3. They're big over here. CM Heating. These guys are killing it over here, but over here they suck. All right, but these are your top 3 competitors. 120 competitors, and you're nowhere near the first page. Okay, so once again, simple fixes that we can make day 1, month 3, quick wins in order to boost your rankings and get you in this top 3. All right, once again, my name is Will Flynn. If you want to work with me, askwillflynn.com. Email will@askwillflynn.com. Thank you and have a wonderful day.